You come in. Yes. Yes. Welcome to the week that was at Oddball Magazine. I'm Chad Parenteau. He's Jason Ray. We have less than an hour. Let's do this.
Let's do this. Here we go.
In case you're wondering, we did a magazine called oddballmagazine.com. You probably still know nothing about it because you're wasting your time listening to and watching YouTube videos. But in the event that we can somehow convert you, go to oddballmagazine.com. And here's an example of the variety we can provide you in comics, poetry, nonfiction, and so much more, as the old adage says. Is it an adage? I don't care. Go, Jason.
All right. So let's see. Let's talk Oddball Magazine.
We just did. It's got the best. Let's go. Let's figure out what's going on in one of our many features. We have many weekly features. We have what we call poem columnists. Jason is one of them. We have many poems. We have many cartoons. We have 3 comics this week. Let's go to the comics. Who's our favorite cartoonist? The Secrets of Skinny People with Jeffrey Fallon. And let's see if Jason can share the latest comic, which is titled. I get to make up the titles, by the way, based on the dialogue in the comics. This one's called "Okay, Neo."
You make up the titles? I never knew that.
Yeah, he never gives me a title, or at least it never shows up in the file that he sends me. So I end up figuring it out.
So I got to ask you. So we've been doing this for a long time. What is going on with Secrets of Skinny People?
Well, Random Robot tried to kill the 2 main protagonists, the man and the woman, cisgendered, I believe, by feeding them old anthrax. It was expired, so they obviously failed. And somehow the robot ended up committing a sort of suicide or breaking down. And now he's in the AI world, and he is going through trial. The protagonists, who somehow have forgiven Random Robot, have gone into this AI verse to first testify in his behalf, which didn't go well. So the Random Robot was sentenced to be erased. And now they've escaped with them, and now we are where we are right now. So we're going to do a dramatic reading.
A dramatic reading of the Secrets of Skinny People.
I'll be the woman. You be the other 2 characters.
All right. Here we go.
Okay, guys. I think we lost them.
How can you be sure? Yeah, those AI bots are pretty formidable here in the AI verse. Trademark.
Okay, Neo. This isn't the Matrix. I'm sure those Agent Smith wannabes gave up a long time ago.
Maybe so, but we're not out of the woods yet. Look, we're in ChatGPT,
which I assumed means that the strip is going to write itself now.
Oh, I love that.
After a fashion. I want to see a whole strip written in ChatGPT, but I don't know if Jeffrey's going to do it.
I think we can do that. I think he can do that. Now,
it would be interesting. I don't know if I want to see ChatGPT art of like the AI art of skinny people, but we'll see.
Have you ever used ChatGPT?
I have not. I've not had the interest to go out and do that.
Oh my God!
I don't.
It's fantastic.
I haven't. I've seen many other people's examples of it, but if not. Ever since that AI pizza commercial that was made entirely from graphics and random words selection, I've kind of gotten too creepy.
You gotta let me on that one.
And now people are talking about how AI women are the future. You know, like that's what we need—a whole bunch of generic blondes with hands that don't quite look right. That kind of creeps me out.
It kind of creeps me out too. That is creepy. Yeah, that is creepy.
Picture Scott Adams, the Dilbert guy, just like putting his private member into a CD ROM drive and yelling, "I've evolved beyond you!" And that's the kind of thoughts that keep me up at night and up during the day. You know, that's how I do my all-nighters.
All right, so Chad. This AI thing, right? I love it. I use it all the time. I love it. I use it all the time. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. Quick emails, quick text messages. It's fantastic. It's fantastic.
Well, I remain a skeptic, but If it can make an interesting storyline arc out of the secret to skinny people, I'll stay tuned.
What does it say there?
Let's go to the next.
What's that saying on that chat GPT there? I don't even know what it says.
I think it's just random selection. Let me see if I can bring it a little closer. But you wouldn't be. There's always something new and fresh. It was quiet and we weren't talking. How many brides go to the altar with hearts that would bear inspection? But I have no idea what this is. This is not part of any secrets of skinny people. I did look for Easter eggs earlier. I had to double check just now, but I didn't find any.
All right. Well, that's skinny people. Shout out to Jeffrey Fallon. It comes out every week. It comes out every week.
Every Monday at 11 o'clock, barring any emergencies, and hopefully there won't be one this week. I will hopefully get the comic sometime around 10 o'clock tonight and post it tomorrow at 11 o'clock on Monday.
This might be a lot of people watching Oddball Magazine for the first time. Or maybe not.
We're very sorry. But anyway, check out oddballmagazine.com and we'll go with it. But let's go now to our second cartoonist, our second staple cartoonist. And before we go to our rotating cast, let's go to Miss Ann Scove.
So that's Ann Scove right there, pictured, right?
Yes, that's supposed to be a self-portrait. Hold on. She Who Laughs Last is the weekly comic.
Yeah, okay. She's throwing up comics, I believe.
Or yes, little pages, I'm assuming. Or she might be just frolicking in the leaves.
It is that time. It is that time. Okay, let's get into this one.
Yes. Knitter epitaphs, and I know my knitter friends will appreciate this because I do have knitter friends. Knitter epitaphs. As soon as I finish this row, my favorite, knit one, purl.
I don't know what that means.
Here lies a knitter who is going to use all that yarn someday. She finally learned how to turn a saw. Cast on 1951, sound off 2022. She always checked the gauge.
That's deep for people who like to knit, right?
Yes, there's definitely knitting Easter eggs here. Probably some I don't know about. Ann Scove is a weekly cartoonist in Cincinnati. She recently completed an artist retreat. Her comic is already ready to go for 1 o'clock tomorrow. And I'm looking forward to more of her work, which you can see on her Twitter, or the site formerly known as Twitter, now called X.
It's called X now.
You can see, you can see comics, and you can also see go to our website called Manifesto, special comics, live drawing, artist rituals, and as I said before, so much more. No one person is a single faceted human being. Let's appreciate that, and let's wave to Ann.
Hello, Ann.
But Chad, you say, what about other comics? Surely it's not these two every week. Well, yes, it is these two every week, but every other week we have what we call a rotating cast of characters. But Chad, can we see one right now? Well, that's also an excellent question. Just remember, boys and girls, there's no such thing as a stupid question until you ask it. So with that new saying and word and spot of wisdom, let's go to Mr. Andrew Newell, who has been is one of our recent new contributors to the Comic Spotlight. And this is something that I think of when I think about it's a comic I look to when I think of my girlfriend and her cell phone. A man literally forgetting his right arm and saying he'd forget his head if it wasn't screwed on. Wacky humor in the 4-panel format instead of the single-panel Far Side format. A format which I've gotten tired of, although I still like Dan Piaro's Bizarro. But I like Andrew Newell's style, and we do have other individuals who are part of the Comic Spotlight, which are not to be missed. The man known as Hoss, also known as John Taylor Jr. There's also Catherine Bettis, and hopefully more people coming on a regular basis, because I would like to keep as many new cartoonists and old under the Oddball banner, especially under the Comics Spotlight banner, which was done by TJ Edson. It is a beautiful banner.
So if you're a comic
artist,
comic artist,
or cartoonist,
as they say, please send yourself to Oddball Magazine. We really appreciate it.
That sounds good. That sounds like a great idea.
I can get behind that idea.
Yes, exactly. I can get behind that. Yes. And now, but Chad, do we have other things available to Oddball? Why, yes, we do. We do have timely material, which we normally post on Mondays. We didn't do it this Monday because it was the end of a holiday weekend, and I was worried about not enough people tuning into the magazine until later. So hopefully some new stuff of timely and current event will go up. That being said, I do want to take advantage and say there's no what's the word? Oh yeah, there's no 9/11 pieces for the 22nd anniversary, which is happening tomorrow. So 9/11 has its 22nd anniversary tomorrow on appropriately the 11th of September, which is also the same day the kindergartners come into my girlfriend's grade school where she teaches. Coincidence? I think not. I think not. Their secondary plan was to throw K2 kids at the building. It probably would have gone down quicker. But anyway,
K2 kids at the building. All right.
But unfortunately, the baby cannon would be is still decades behind schedule and production. But anyway, tasteless humor aside, we also have poetry that's not on current events. This is a beautiful photo by Jennifer Matthews up on top. And this is a brand new poet who is 16 years of age, Asik Nagel. I believe that's the pronunciation. And I'm very fond of the name. I appreciate its uniqueness. I guess we'll do. I don't like to announce all the poems, but this is a short enough one that I'll recite it, and then it's Jason's turn to recite his. More on that later. We got to do previews. We got to keep the show going. Up next, Jason Wright. The first, Chad reading Vigil by Asik Nagel. And congratulations for getting into Oddball. I hope that you never said this was your first publication. I kind of hope it is, but either way, welcome to the Oddball team.
I want to try this before we go.
Huh?
I want to try something.
What's what? What are you trying?
I'm going to try and play music underlay. You hear that?
Yes. Yeah. Vigil. I spent the whole night staring at my window, looking at the vehicles passing by, people laughing and crying and running around until the clock struck 12. Everything went quiet. The crying of the dogs came to a stop. Even the moon hid somewhere behind the shadows. All that was left in the sky were the stars, so far away that their light can't even touch the earth. As if the universe is stripped of its glare. Still, when the sun is yet to awake, my ghosts and visions call out to me. It's been months since I have had a dream. It's been months since I've fallen asleep. And fade. Oh, we'll do a fade next time. Come on. Anyway.
There we go. Fading out. Fading out like a professional.
Fading out like a professional, yes. And that was Asik Nagel, and that was a great start to Tuesday, as well as the photography by Jennifer Matthews, who's been with us almost since I started editing Oddball magazine, along with her relatives, her sister Bonnie Matthews Brock, and her cousin. I forget if it's cousin or in-law. I apologize.
Well done, Chad.
But This is where it's bad that I have no memory.
It's Dave Matthews.
Linda Matthews Denham. Linda Matthews Denham, yes.
Dave Matthews, the band, Ants Marching, Satellite, Trippin' Daisies. You know that guy.
I'll kill you. Anyway, let's go on. Let's go on to your latest Jagged Thought, which kind of I think this is the one. I can't remember if this is the one that shocked me. You've had a lot of short. You've had a bunch of short stunners, so let's hear you read this one and give a little bit of the story.
All right. I'll put a little music behind it. Here we go. That's good mood. That's good mood. Good mood right there. All right.
Like it.
Jagged Thought 492. Iris was a beauty. Eyes baby blue. Loved as a toddler. Liked in school. Studied chemistry in higher ed. Met a boy who was pre-med. Both of them started a band. One played bass, the other sang. Found a friend who could strum some chords. A beautiful cellist. Her name was Doris. And a genius pianist who likes Mozart and Chopin. Only one thing was missing with this band. So drummers came, one really could play, and a band was created that day. Iris wrote songs, beautiful songs. Then she died, and the band played on.
And slow fade.
Slow fade. Dramatic. Slow fade.
Now we gotta do is do that without saying slow fade, and we will have a show. So this is someone you knew, I'm assuming, Mr. Wright.
No, it's not. I think it's no. It really wasn't. It was where am I going to go with this? It was the page was almost done. I mean, are they going to say they're bigger than Jesus? Are they going to trip out? What are they going to do? So basically, it was either the Beatles or Ace of Base. I didn't have time for a story arc. So I just kind of went with a band. What are they going to do? So basically, it was either the Beatles or Ace of Base. I didn't have time for a story. What's happening here?
Sorry about that.
And then I thought the band would play on. And then I just didn't care about it anymore. I was going with something. But then I lost faith in the poem.
Well, I like where it went. Maybe you need to do a continuation, especially if it is about Ace of Base.
Well, I saw the signs, Chad, and I said, this one ends here.
Okay, don't turn around, sir. Let's.
All that I wanted was just a little baby. And then boo. Chad booed this.
Yes, I did. Let's go to the next poem. I'm getting sick and tired of the co-host. Let's. He doesn't even like himself. Let's go to Miss Julie A. Dixon, who is a returning contributor alongside contributing artist Sally Brown, formerly Sally Destiny.
When this is obviously art. This is called a mixed medium. Am I correct?
I would say so. I think she's very good at that. She's done some interesting stuff over the years, and I'm glad we've got her back in the magazine. I have to ask her for more work, but I don't think that will be a problem. I'm very excited to have her again. She was some of my favorite spots in the early years of Oddball with poets like Shannon McGinnis and others. So it's good to have her back. And all right. The artwork, which has. I only want to read part of it because I want people to come to this. I am burned, reddened flesh on fire, with harsh words sent.
Just stop once. All right. Continue.
Oh boy. I am burned, reddened flesh on fire, with harsh words sent to blistered senses. Eyes closed. I cannot cover my ears, lest I be seen not to listen. The tirade hits. Knife wounds this body. Scars already visible, yet ripped. Open once more, scalding tears I dare not wipe away. Lest I be seen, I must silently endure. Mind leaves body. Look below at myself burning. Thoughts must escape. Rise up to cool night sky.
All right, let's give Julie some flowers as you read her bio.
Julie Dickinson advocates for captive zoo and circus elephants, has written poems for elephant vigils, has coordinated 100,000 Poets for Change and served on 2 poetry boards. She cannot imagine not writing poetry from prompts, art, music, and memories. Her other love is for rescuing feral cats, as she currently shares her home with Cam and Jojo, who tolerate poetry recitation in exchange for treats. Sally Brown is an artist, curator, and writer, currently based in Morgantown.
Shout out to Morgantown.
Shout out to Morgantown. Her artwork, including drawing, painting, and performance, explores womanhood, motherhood, and the body. She has exhibited her work in spaces nationally and in the UK. She has won 2 awards for illustration for Intimates and Fools and Leaves of Acids, both with poetry by Laura Madeline Wiseman. She has participated in artist residencies with Stay Home Gallery in Tennessee and Runnymede Scripture Center in Pennsylvania, and will be participating in the internationally renowned artist residency Proyecto Ace in Buenos Aires, May 2023. Her writing has been published in Hyperallergic, Women's Art Journal, and Artslant, among others. She has curated group shows in Omaha, Nashville, Pittsburgh, Morgantown, and Lubbock, Texas. She holds a Bachelor of Arts Studio Art, a Master of Public Administration, and Master of Arts, Art History and Feminist Theory. She is a former member of the College of Art Association National Committee on Women in the Arts, edited the online journal, Les Femmes, and currently serves as exhibits coordinator for West Virginia University Libraries. This is Chad Parenteau with the Lo-Fi Oddball Hour. Let's go to the next poem, shall we?
Now we're going to go to a
slow. Is this the Lo-Fi channel? Did you just stream the Lo-Fi channel on YouTube?
That was lounge, baby. That was lounge.
Good Lord.
Brevity is so wet, my friend. Okay, here we go.
Oh, this is. I thought you were saying.
All right, this is Bill Wallach. It is not. It's another.
It's not. This is Intergalactic by Taibbi Maitre.
Oh, I love that.
Who's been a multiple-time featured artist at Oddball Magazine.
All right, I'm gonna read this one. I just want to look at it. This is really cool.
Yes. And don't forget the lo-fi music.
Oh, hold on. Let me check out.
While I do a side view of me just drawing, like the animation for lo-fi.
Just
all
right, everybody. Let's listen to the Universal Galactic Poetry Ace. August. All right, gratitude list. Number 20. Forgive me when I praise my well-bedroom clutter. Dusty sneakers I never wear. Kept as weapons in a constant war. With spiders on the off-white walls. Standing out like Ahab's coin. Folding towels in a rubber-made tub. Because I have nowhere to put them. And torched and battery-operated fan. Besides my bed handy when the power fails. DVD stacked on shelves. I collect them to remember the joy of having watched films and the other joy owning them. I've never had to watch these films again. A bottle of lotion, vaguely lavender, a tube of cortisone ointment. Empty bottles that once contained over the pills, battle allergies, headaches, reflux. The box is filled with books, my books that I haven't sold. Clogging chairs in which no one sits. Praise to those books, poetry and prose. They take up room gaps in my quarterly fortress. Also in me, where clutter exists, as memories hope. Shortcomings, thoughts, I fell down a manhole while high, or drunk, or should have made love to a stranger, but didn't because I didn't know how to say my holy name aloud. Of course, there are spaces. I praise those, and will continue writing until I somehow fill each one with words. Ace Vargas is author of six poetry. Most recently, Escape Ending. His writings has appeared in Michigan Quarterly Review. Notre Dame Review. Hey, Chad, is that Notre Dame Review?
I would say Notre Dame.
You say Notre Dame.
Yes.
But isn't the football team Notre Dame?
You say tomato, I say tomato Morse. I don't know. Keep going.
Mid-American Review, another journal. An ex-con, he lives in Charleston, West Virginia, where he writes and tries to stay out of trouble. His seventh collection, How to Live, coming in 2024 from Barwood Press. Taibbi Maitre is a media artist. They studied studio art at Simmons University. They live, create, and healing the Appalachian Mountains of North Carolina with their cat, Lucchini. Tony, I'd like to be in North Carolina with my cat, Lucchini. That was a lot of fun then. Rainy weather. Norton.
And meanwhile, Taibi Materi.
Yeah.
Well, I thought you were going to read the bio.
Oh, I already just did.
Wait, can we? You said so. I was so lost in the lo-fi. I thought that was Ace Bodgett's bio as well. Good Lord!
It sounds simple. Sunday.
All right, let's read the excerpt next.
And slow fade.
Okay, I feel like John Cleese. Shut that bloody lo-fi player up! Shut the bazooki player and the lo-fi up!
I feel like the guy in that movie about Capoeira. He walks into the kids playing the music on the boombox. He goes, turn that music up. Great 90s movie. And then he just did Capoeira. And he said, this is like dance. It was awesome.
Okay, let's go to our poem columnist, which is a very long poem. I want to read the first two stanzas of. We need something more militant for this one, but
all right, more militant. You got it.
And again, only the first two stanzas. This is James Van Looy with his poem column "It's All One Thing," episode 501, Ukraine. There we go.
No.
Last night, I listened to Marshall McLuhan. Way back in mid-1960s revelation time on 50s conformity, regimented lifestyle. Bred of depression and WW2 global war. That built that military-industrial complex, so congressional revenue in each district, this vast national orgy, mandated spending, the lifeblood of nation, giant flood of blood. Half the world's population under sanctions, vast medieval siege of embargo blockade, China's people, 15% of the world's population, trade war with industrial giant U.S. created with annual hundreds, billions in investments. Over 3 decades until now, since that old Trump got the trade war going, it's all nowhere good. While the new war is just like they just had to have another when they just ended Afghanistan, even as the U.S. was still stuck really in global pandemic, economic shambles, poor houseless encampments everywhere. A mass cast of mass addiction, fentanyl overdose of the folk carrying Narcan around everywhere. There, these hordes of poor besieging doorways and cluttering the common malls. And never, ever before such levels of mental breakdown. We will never know how many hurt COVID brains lost it because so many mentally other are cut loose to go wandering on through their own desert of delusions, and all this fear everywhere, fear of this Cold War regime scheme everywhere, everything again for another war, this machine that must go on, and it will go on, and on. Even as Mother Earth is burning, turning, the last time they burned the witches, now they burn Mother Earth herself. The forests are burning and the oceans go acid, our very last chance. Frittered away on the neocon warhawk, next war. This lifelong Cold War always going hot. And the more they fight, the weaker we all get. War, nothing like a war. To Trump, everything else. No Trump pun intended.
And the mic is dropped.
And yes, I said only 2 stanzas, but damn the lo-fi music. And James Van Looy has been a fixture in Boston for many years, including Stone Street Poetry, which is what I host. And he's been doing 500 of these. He was the first Oddball columnist to start up. Of course, Jason Wright will be hitting up 500 later on next month, I believe.
Yeah.
So congratulations to you too, sir.
Thank you so much, Chad.
And now we go over to our final poem.
Completely different.
It's Bamboozled No More.
Penultimate poem.
Well, penultimate single poem. Then we have The Land of 1,000 Poems. But did you notice the tribute Bruce Wise did for us again? If not, I'll give you a chance to look for it. Let's do Janet's poem, and then you can do Bruce's poems.
I love Bruce.
I know you do.
He's
let's Let me heckle the stupid people on that podcast again. And
too early to be awake. Body and mind. Moving in sync. Both. Crave sleep.
Which summed up me after this week of helping my girlfriend with school and opening up. Yes. I'm not the biggest fan of me at this point. I think we're the only ones watching at this point. Typical Sunday.
Yes. Typical Facebook, really.
True. Very true.
True.
At any rate, we are going now to Jason's very favorite poet columnist, besides himself, I'm assuming.
I mean, don't you hear me? I loathe myself as much as you do, Chad. I mean, I love Bruce Wise. I think I'm
God. Well, let's have you go quickly and select the best ofs.
Yeah,
I'm surprised you didn't see. I'm surprised you didn't see the tribute he did to us again.
Maybe I did. Wise words of Bruce Wise. Just relax and enjoy the ride. If you've never seen this before, this is really cool. Okay. So this is wise words of Bruce Wise.
I like the new turn here with the lo-fi or the lounge or whatever.
Not bad, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you just start with haikus. You got Clear Do I Boost, Wired Clues Aid, Newsreel. The Chinese communists banned the Japanese seafood. The Chinese thought it wasn't any good, so they bought handheld Geiger counters measuring their fish. I only did that because Jack, you do the newsreel 1940 style?
Oh, certainly. Let me swing on down to it on my own page because it'll be easier.
Newsreel and old reel. Oh, he's so
I know. Here.
Newsreel.
I got it. Oh, I know what the problem was. One sec. Somehow my page escaped it for a moment. Newsreel. The Chinese communists have banned the Japanese seafood. The Chinese then in millions thought it wasn't any good. So they bought handheld Geiger counters measuring their fish. They found the microsievert sword not only in the dish, but all throughout Shanghai and countless other Chinese sites. Outside the air was bad, but even in their homes inside. Immediately, communists have banned such medicines. They do not want such questioning or thoughtful citizens. Oh, even Xi Jinping had to put down his wife's concerns about home data found when she recorded the returns. And now their seafood industry has taken such a hit, one wonders how long it will be till they come out of it. Rolf Sievert, 1896 to 1966, was a modernist Swedish medical physicist. And now I'll do the old. Now I guess I'll do the old reel, and then you can do. I'm just gonna tell you which one it is.
I know.
I think you can tell. Like, just scroll 3 or 4 down, you'll see it.
Yeah. Read all
the title makes it so obvious. Okay, old reel. In Sanskrit, it was Sindhu, Indus River, India. The ancient Greeks before the reign of Alexander Great. I knew that guy. The ancient Bharata was from the Rigveda Vedic tribe, victorious in the great battle of 10 kings by scribe.
You sounded old there. You sound like you just
it's the old reel. I knew Alexander the Great. He knows me, I knew not. I said, I bet you can't. Can you fix his shoe for me? And he cut the goddamn thing down.
He said, paint my fence.
Oh, God.
Those fences were lousy. All right.
What? Okay.
That's a Simpsons reference. I'm surprised you didn't get that.
I don't remember. I did that one. I don't remember. But
all right.
Well, when I saw Alexander, I had an onion on my sleeve because it was a style at the time. And we used to have our we used to do the Gordian knots for our shoes because we were slaves and we were never allowed to take them off, which was the style at the time.
What was it? He goes, I'll have two bees for a bushel. That's what they used to say, Dad.
Okay, you read the tribute poem to us, because why not rub ourselves out to close ourselves out?
It's that kind of podcast. All right. The dynamic duo.
You found it.
I found it. Oh, this is awesome. Though they were known by other names within the galaxy, he knew them as a team. Dynamic duo, affably. One was his though they were known by other names within the galaxy, who had a sidekick editor. Gadzooks! Each was an oddball and a crazy character. Eccentric yes. Concentric no. These biocentric forms. Defining and developing their own new set of norms. Wow. The first dude lived for a while north in Somerville. The editor and flounder, now a Norton residile. Not Horton finding Whoville in the tangled jungle Newell, like a jaybird flying in the sun. A right at noon. I met him at a pool hall, shooting red ball number 3. And since I've seen him banking acrobatic poetry. And then there's this other dude, his partner fighting crime, who was more reticent about abusing the sublime. Woonsocket born, moon rocket bound, a poet pre-editor. Not like bush elephants around Lake Chad's apparent low. You may find him moonlighting in a hospital stone soup, homogenizing madness, imitating destitutes. But both of them are healers. So to speak of it in that ilk, by championing important things like drinking lots of milk. That is, of course, unless one is lactose intolerant. They advocate seatbelt use and eating vegetables, as well as doing homework, munching tasty edibles. Ice Blue Ward is a poet, cool jazzy bass. Somerville, Massachusetts is a city about 80,000. Norton, 20,000. And Woonsocket, Rhode Island, 43,000. Theodore Seuss was a postmodernist mega poet. According to Boone, Legsy Word, residile is a neologistic blend. And that was Bruce Wise.
And that was the week that was, ladies and gentlemen.
And that was the week that was.
But Chad, what do we have to look forward to with the week that is? Well, more of the poet columnists, more of the cartoonists. Hopefully the next Secrets of Skinny People will be without fail. Ann Scove is already coming in. We also have oddball stories, and hopefully another poem. If not for 9/11, then maybe we'll do. We have a short list of the timely works, and we might have a new canto from Stephen David Justin Sills.
You know what we could do? We could run the 9/11 thing that I do. Also on a serious note, on 9/11 2004, my brother-in-law passed away from cancer on 9/11. So we usually run something on that day. So maybe we'll do that. But 9/11's tomorrow, Chad. 22 years anniversary.
And might post some articles about that later on tonight after I do my nightly chores, which I have to get going to do now. So this was the week that was. The week that is, well, come to Oddball Magazine and find out. Duh.
Right.
And hopefully we'll have more surprises and more Pride pieces coming up on Friday. If you're a poet of Pride and other genders and preferences that J.K. Rowling hates, then please, we love you and we want your work. So submit it, because I do want to feature that, especially with the 24 election looming around the corner, closer than you know. We care about you and we want you to represent yourself.
There you go. Chad, I'm also interviewing Howard Trackman on Wednesday. We're gonna have like this, try and get him a kidney.
Okay.
He's a mental health person in advocate. We're gonna try to talk to him about that. Chad,
And Wednesday night.
That's
Wednesday night. Dexter.
Wednesday 5 o'clock actually.
5 o'clock actually.
And on 7 o'clock, if you feel bored afterwards, if you don't know what to do, Dexter Roberts will be featuring at Stone Street Poetry that night, featuring from work from his upcoming book, and I can't wait for that.
Oh, he's got an upcoming book.
Yep.
Wow, that's awesome. All right. Chad. This has been the week that was. We did something different. So I hope
Yes, we did something. We did something short. It's great. This wins. This wins the short film festival.
Goodbye, Chad.
If you cut it 38, if you cut it 38 minutes, 39 minutes and 20 seconds, it'll even be better. Let's and let's hope we don't get sued by lo-fi lounge music people. Do you know how much money I make from my lounge music?
You know
Nothing.
How many times
Well, yes, but that's not the point.
Starbucks.
There you go.
All right, Chad.
You took cents out of my work. Cents. You stole cents from me.
Bits of a coin. All right. I'll see you, Chadwick.
Thank you, guys. Have a good night.
See you, Chad.
Good night, people. If you can see us, we're sorry. Bye.
That was the week that was. My name is Jason Wright. That was really fun. I really enjoyed that. If you like what we do at Oddball Magazine, we do this every week. And I got to go take care of my daughter. So I will see you all soon. Be well to each other. And we'll talk soon. My name is Jason Wright. That was the week that was a portion of Oddball Show. Come back on Wednesday. Hear more about some serious stuff. Howard Trackman is trying to get a kidney. He is every time I talk to him, he's doing dialysis. I just want to help him out. That's a serious note. So we'll see you on Wednesday. Till then, be good to each other and read a book. My name is Jason Wright.